let's change channels and talk about win-win relationships, because a couple of months ago you really sat down and talked with all the expansion agents about creating those win-win relationships and long-term relationships with regions, with OPs, and think long-term when they go about expanding. So talk to us a little bit about that.
Well, we tend to pigeonhole all our relationships. Agents hang out with agents, team leaders hang out with team leaders, OPs hang out with OPs, RDs hang out with RDs. We have this alphabet language of pigeonholing, right? And the reality is you would think that our regions would be hanging out with expansion, candidate agents and trying to make sure that they got what they needed. Market centers and team leaders would be doing the same things. And oh, by the way, real estate agents who believed at some point in their future that they could expand would absolutely be hanging out with team leaders, OPs, and regions in order to learn business and in order to basically lay down the pipeline or the highway or grease the wheels so that later those people wanted to help them, that they realized that they were making them a win-win offer, right?
Right.
It's this idea called strategic giving. There's a book called Give and Take that talks about this so well. That says that, look, the people that make the least amount of money are givers, and the people that make the most amount of money are givers. The difference is strategic giving. So at the end of the day, I would expect my agents to literally go out and give of their time and energy to build relationship with leadership that could later help them so that they care about them, right?
Right.
And I would expect leadership to go find their agents and do exactly the same thing. It ought to be a harmonious type of celebration of succeeding at one level and then asking the question, am I done or do I have a bigger run in me? And if I do, expanding is a brilliant thing to do.
When you go into a market center, and you're looking to expand, and you're talking to the team leader about, gosh, let me see your recruiting list, let's work together and see who we can find. The concern from some of the team leaders and some of the OPs is that agents are just going to come in and poach from their market center.
We've talked about that,
and take their agents.
No, it should not happen. They should actually walk into the market center first and say, hi, I want to introduce myself. I've identified your market center as a spot that I would like to expand to. A, would that be okay? B, I'd love to pay you a cap, and I'd love the cap and royalty to be handled, so I'm not here to negotiate money at any time, and I'm not here to take any of your associates. If you have someone that you think would be a fit and you would like to save them, or you think that they're so ambitious I would be the right fix, that would be awesome.
Sure.
But I'm not going to make that call. I'm never going to, in fact, I'm going to refuse to talk to anybody in your office. If they come to me and say they want to work with me, I'm going to say you have to go to you and get clearance. Because we have that happen now.
Right.
You have 2 market centers in a city, and all of a sudden an agent wants to switch. You don't talk to that agent. If that agent comes to me and I'm a team leader of another market center, and you're another market center and your agent comes to me, I'm not talking to you. I can't.
Right.
What I'm going to say is, have you told Kristen that you would like to change?
Sure.
And if they say no, I say, well, this is done. Love to talk to you, by the way, but we're not having this conversation. You owe her the respect to go back and talk to her first.